Hey guys, it's Curtis. I'm back in the garage and today is Saturday of week 17, which means it's Strongman Saturday. Now, this week was a somewhat hectic week, so a couple different responses that took place, a couple things that I missed in the gym, but for the most part, I hit all the blocks. Now, one of the difficult things with the Cube Method 3 is that you train 6 days a week. I've started to kind of consolidate that schedule a little bit. For me, I think it works a lot better at 5. I've even experimented before with trying to come down to 3 days of training per week. But because some of the days are very conditioning focused, I think that it should be fairly easy for me to just hit that 5 number. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start Strongman Saturday training, and I will meet you guys right back here at the end of this week's roll.
And welcome to the voiceover. I've got side-by-side squats going here. This was supposed to be heavy, done at 85%, so this is 360 pounds. For triples, everything was actually moving super well. Very happy. One of the things I've been looking at doing is possibly incorporating less Duffalo bar and more straight bar. I was kind of curious, though, what you guys thought, so comment down below. After heavy squats was heavy log work. And this was a clean and press away 3x3, 210 pounds all the way across. This felt super good. I was super happy because 2 weeks ago I was doing this exact same thing and I actually had to come down and wait. So the fact that I was able to finish these lifts, now mind you that last one of the last set was a bit of a grinder, but still 3x3 at that weight felt great. Afterwards went on to these hip thrusts. I did these with my new axle that I had just made. And this thing weighs 305 pounds as the setup here for hip thrusts. I originally was planning on doing more, but I'm trying to incorporate that pause at the top. So random goodie right here. I had put the handles into my log. It weighs 150 pounds. And so on Tuesday, I decided that I needed to press it. So there it is, brand new 12-inch log. Look forward to seeing a video on that coming out pretty soon. I just got to wrap the ends and finish a few things up. Moving on to day 2, which really was day 3 because I kind of skipped day 2. And I've got speed overhead press. This was with 145 pounds, only 30 seconds of rest in between each lift. And I'm really happy with how well it moved. Obviously, 145 is pretty light, but it was moving at a speed that I was super happy with. Afterwards, went on to these axle incline bench presses. Now, it's really funny. What you're looking at here is 175 pounds. I was supposed to do 3x10. Well, I ended up having to do a makeup set at the very end because that 175 was just crushing me. Finished with cable triceps and a couple other accessories. Moved on to rep deadlift night. Ended up rocking out 365 pounds, which was about the programmed amount. But really, I think this should have gone a little bit heavier. I did make a note to go heavier next time. But still felt really good, moved nicely, and it was nice to be able to get some rep work focusing on technique. Afterwards, I moved on to some 235-pound good mornings using the transformer bar. I have finished the outline on my transformer bar video, so if you've been waiting for that, it should release here pretty soon. It's actually the next video that I'm planning on doing. Finished with some chins, and that brings us to Strongman Saturday. Obviously, I missed a couple days this week. Really not a big deal. It was a lot of accessory work. So here's axle clean and press, single clean and press away at 195 pounds for 7. And this went super well. This is my brand new axle I made. It's actually kind of unique because it uses a 2-inch DOM steel, which if you're looking at those shiny ends and wondering why they're shiny, well, it's because they were just a little bit too fat for the plates. So I had to grind them down. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen that post of me grinding them down. Afterwards, went out and did some yoke work. What you're looking at right there is 510 pounds for 50 feet, which I was really happy. It's about 8 seconds. Loaded it to 600, decided to bring it back. And 600 was a little bit slower than 510, but it still moved really well. And afterwards, I decided that I was going to go for a PR because 600 felt so good. My current PR for 50 feet is 650 feet through 690 on. It just didn't go as well as I'd hoped. But that is it. So only 4 days of actual training this week. Hopefully next week I get a few extra days.
So that's it for this week's training vlog. Now, as I move forward, and again, I'm getting about 4 weeks out from competition, I'm going to start working in a little bit more sports specificity, again, trying to gear more towards the events that are taking place. Obviously, squats and those main movements are going to stay, but what you're going to see is mainly with the strongman stuff. For instance, I did a heavy yoke, and there's no yoke in the strongman competition, so you're going to start to see events that more mimic what I'm actually going to be doing on the 28th. There's a huge change, obviously, going on in the gym. So right now I'm using the Mike Bartos yoke as my rack in the interim until my surplus strength rack my new surplus strength power rack is done getting welded, put together, painted, made to look beautiful, and of course brought right here to install. I've also started working with UXO supplements. You can go ahead and click the link down below if you want to check them out. Some of the really cool things about that company are that they give back to the veteran community, donating to organizations such as DAV and Mission 22. They also have really good supplements. I'm coming out with a video where I'm going to talk about the ones that I'm specifically taking, but if you want to check them out, click down below. It'll take you right there. Definitely worth a try, like 100%. I definitely think it's worth a try. I'm not a really big supplements guy myself. I'm a pretty basic person as far as supplements go, but everything that they have is super transparent. There's no proprietary blends or anything. So again, click the link below. UXO supplements might be the way to go for you. That's it for this week's vlog. I will see you guys next week. I appreciate each and every single one of you that watch these videos. And remember, when it comes to your garage gym training, you should always keep it better, awesome, and of course, badass. I'll see you guys next week.